Hey guys, it's Brad from B&T Catfishing Adventures. Today, I'm going to teach you how to tie a slip bobber rig. Stick around. Slip bobber rigs have been used for a long time and many times by old top quality fishermen that were fishing from the bank with a boat, successfully bringing fish in. Let's show you how to do it. Slip bobbers are great when fishing in small rivers, ponds, lakes, and creeks. Let's show you how to do this. All right, first we're going to take our main line off of our rod and we're going to attach one of these. Now they, a lot of times, sometimes will come with your slip bobber and sometimes not. You can get a package of these. These are little cloth knots and they're pre-tied onto a plastic tube. Let's show you how to use this. We're going to take our line here and we're going to slip it down the center, hopefully, of this tube right here. Pull that through. So it's on our line right here. The tube is. We're going to slide it down on our line. We're going to adjust it to where we want the float to be. We're going to determine how much line we're going to put out for the depth we're going to fish. Once we do that, we're going to now watch this part. This is tricky. We're going to hold on to this cloth part right here on the tube. Okay, but not too tight, but we're going to hold on. Now we're going to take the tube in our other fingers and we're going to slide the knot off of the tube. Slide the tube off the line and discard it. Now, a little trick, you might want to keep these. They can sometimes be a backup for peg floats when you inevitably lose those pegs out of those type floats. However, we have our knot here. What we're going to do is grab both ends of the line and we're going to pull tight. Now we've created a knot stop on our line right here. Now, you don't have to, because as you reel that line in, that small amount of cloth is usually not going to affect it that much. However, if you want to, you can take some scissors, a knife, or a clippers and come in here on that cloth if that bothers you, distracts you, or whatever, and we can just come in here and simply, well, maybe not as simply as I thought. Maybe you've got better equipment than I do, but we're going to disconnect that or cut that off, making that knot profile a lot smaller as it sits there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab a small bead. This bead will then go on the line just like that. And we're going to slide it on down. The next step is to grab our float. We're grabbing our bobber, sliding the line through the top of it just like this and slipping it on. Now there you go. That's what we've got. The knot or the bead helps soften that, but sometimes those knots can be pulled so small that they can slip through the top of your slip bobber. This is why it's a great idea to have that bead on there. It's also a little bit of a stop to help from possibly getting that knot cut or untied from constantly being hit. Okay, but that's how we attach that part. Next, we come on down the line, and this part is optional depending on if you have a lot of current or wind or what have you. But you're going to want a small weight, obviously not one that's going to cause the bobber to be pulled under, but something small enough. This can be slipped on the line or clipped on the line. Then we're going to take our barrel swivel and we're going to attach it. Now I'll do a little improved clinch knot right here And so we're going to take that around, spin it. I'm going to take it through there, and then I'm going to bring it back through the nut or the loop that I've made up top up here, and I'm going to hold that, and now I'm going to pull and tie that down just like that. Now you can come in here obviously and cut your line. The next thing from here obviously would be your leader line, if you're running the leader line, and your hook, and you would attach that down at this level. Now your leader line at this point doesn't necessarily have to be very long at all. We've determined that we're fishing probably in these shallows, ponds, and creeks fairly, you know, the depth is not super deep, so we're fishing somewhat shallow, so we don't need an excessive amount of leader line. Now, the reason I like to tie this barrel swivel is I've got a bead, a bobber, and a weight at the top of my rig here. So I'm going to tie this, and I want my leader line right here to be of less strength than my main line right here. So if this breaks, it's probably going to break where I've got it tied at the bottom here to my hook. So that hook is gone, but at this point, I still have and retain my barrel swivel, my weight, my bobber, my bead, and my knot. So all I have to do is put on another leader. All right, so there's the slip bobber rig. As you can see, you cast this in, it's going to hit the water, and the bobber is going to slide up to the predetermined depth that you want it, where the knot is. It's going to slide up to that point and stop. There you go. Folks, that's how you do it. It's that simple. Hey guys, I hope that helps you to learn how to use that slip bobber properly, and I hope it brings more fish to the boat and the bank for you and your loved ones. Also, I tie a snail knot to my hooks, and I use circle hooks on this to be more successful. I will have a link at the end of this video showing you how to tie those knots. Thanks for watching.